Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to Oh Brother Comics. It is Wednesday, new comic book day, and I got off work. Nick, I know you've been working all day. Are you as excited as I am to finally be able to be home and have some new comic books to freaking go through?
Oh man, yeah, dude, definitely. And I think my pile is a little bit bigger than yours. Yeah,
Well,
this
man,
was a really good week for comics.
it totally was. It totally was. I know we say it every week, but there's just too many books to pick up.
There
It's
is. I
never
really
ending.
need to figure out what to cut out of here. But there's just so many good stories going on and so many new stories coming out. Like
Oh,
once I'm there, I can't say no. Like I don't know, dude.
dude, it's bad. It's like I'm a kid all over again in the toy aisle. Like, I want that. I'm going to get that one, but I can afford it now, so I'm going to get that one too.
Yep, exactly.
But oh gosh, enough of that. Gosh, man, I love this new comic book day. But what do you say we get into showing the people out there what we picked up today?
Sounds good.
Excellent. Why don't you go ahead and start us off, bro? What did you pick up this week?
All right, man. For the next 15 minutes or so, I will be showing off my pickups. No, but first up for me is Batman Reptilian #4.
And that's
Been-
supposedly getting the creature in this one, I heard.
That's the speculation. I haven't opened it up yet, but I will tonight, and I will let you know. But
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
that's the speculation is that we should be seeing the Reptilian as well as the mother of the Reptilian. So we'll
I'll
see.
take your word for it. I still have yet to try that, but at some point I definitely got to read it.
Yeah, man. And then up next is Dark Horse's Children of the Plague one shot.
Okay, that looks good.
Yeah, and then of course I got to pick up crossover. Been picking up pretty much everything from Kate's. I'm subscribed to him on Substack as well, so
Yeah, I gotta
been
check
really
out-
enjoying his previews of the little bits that he's been putting out. Him and Stegman.
Are you
They're
Are you saying that it's worth? Is it been worth it? Because I've been curious about the Substack thing, and I know I've been doing Tiny and he's got 2 parts out to his first book already. But how's Kate's going?
it's been really good. His stories are awesome.
Oh, nice.
I look forward to checking out Substack every chance I get to see if they've posted anything new. Uh,
All
and
right.
yeah, they've got 3 parts of what's the one that I sent you, the now I'm blanking on the name, but the One You Feed, that's what it's called.
There you go.
That story is awesome. But up next for me is Darkhold, the Alpha.
Oh, that's a cool cover. The
Yeah,
sketch
this
covers.
is the only cover. Unfortunately, that's the only cover that they had, so I had to pay a little bit extra for this one. But yeah, this is the Chthon.
Yeah, that's one of
variant
the
cover.
better covers of that. Because usually when I see this, I'm kind of turned off. They're like, okay, they're just standing there. It's a cool sketch, but this one actually looks really cool.
Yeah. When I saw that it was Chthon, like I was fine with paying a little bit extra for the variant.
Nice. Heck yeah.
If it was like anything other than like something as cool as Chthon or something like that, like I wouldn't have picked it up. But I would have gone to another comic shop and found cover A or B or something. But up next for me is issue number 13 of Department of Truth.
Yes.
Have to pick those up. Those are awesome. And then I am going to give this one a try. I know that this one has been speculated online as well. This is Gun Honey.
Oh, nice. It's a nice cover.
That's the only cover they had. But
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
And then from Vault, I had to pick up this cover over cover A. This is Human Remains. This one just looked awesome.
That looks like I Hate Fairyland kind of style. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, cover A was like the couple in love, like on their wedding day or something like that. This one just looked so much better, all nice and green and colorful with blood splattered everywhere.
That is a cool cover.
And then of course I've been loving this series, The Midnight Western Theater, by Scout Comics. This is just an awesome story.
Heck yeah.
Up next, I've also been really enjoying Out of Body, so I picked up the next one.
That one I haven't really started yet. I also got to check that one out.
It's really good, dude. And then of course this one's pulled for me every week or every time it comes out. So Something's Killing Children.
Heck yes.
And then I figured I would try Scout's like children's line just to see how it is, and picked up Soul Stream.
Nice.
Their Scoot. Scout Comics.
Okay.
And then of course I get Spawn pulled. Spawn 322.
Oh, that's a wicked cover.
Yeah. And then going into my Star Wars stuff, I got Star Wars, the tie-in, the War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in. That's issue number 17. Star Wars Adventures number 10. Star Wars Adventures Ghosts of Vader's Castle, Matt's favorite. This one is Attack of the 50-Foot Wookiee.
Nice.
Issue number 2.
At least it's not zombie droids that he was so against.
Yeah. Hopefully he's more into 50-foot Wookiees. Then I had to pick up Star Wars High Republic second printing. This is issue number 8, but I just really liked this cover.
That is a cool cover.
Yeah, I don't always pick up second or third printings or any additional printings unless they have like a really cool cover. It's the same with this one with the War of the Bounty Hunters number 3. I just really liked the Kira cover.
I am enjoying that they're actually utilizing Kira.
Yeah, I know you were saying something about her weird little saber thingies.
Yeah, I wish they would have come up with some cooler weapons, like Drayden Voss's little blades that he had were way cooler
some kind of blade that could like repel lightsabers or some like other metal, kind of like Beskar or something like that.
I think his
rather than
vibro
like
or
the
something.
electro. Yeah, these are like those vibro daggers or vibro blades or whatever they are. But that's what like the stormtroopers and stuff use. That's what Phasma used. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I
just think they could have been
like
designed
for them to. Yeah, well, I would like to them like to see something unusual. I mean, where has she been for so long?
Right.
She could have been out finding new metal.
I mean, she was working with
withstand lightsabers.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Then I picked up Sweet Paprika.
That's cool.
Issue number 2. And then I think this one came out a while back, but my LCS, we've talked about this before, where they don't get Scout Comics all the time on time. But this is Tart, Devils and Demagogues, issue number 1. And then I ended up picking up all of the Thor covers that my local shop had. So I picked up cover A.
I do like that cover. 17. That's cover 6.
Yeah. And then I picked up the Miles Morales 10-year anniversary cover.
Not with Loki. All right.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I like pretty much any cover with Loki on it. Yeah. And then I picked up this cover as well.
Oh, that's cool.
And then I picked up Turbo Kid number 1.
I didn't see that cover. That's cool.
This is the only issue that my LCS had when I got there. So I picked up the last one.
Me too.
Yep. And then from Red 5 Comics, I picked up Verge number 1 of 4 just to give it a shot. See what it's all about.
I was bummed that they didn't have that at my shop.
This was, again, the only one that my LCS had. But that's it for me. How about you?
Oh man, that was some awesome pickups, bro, man. I wish I had as many of those covers, but getting off work so late, you kind of get whatever's left. Try and get them to pull stuff ahead of time, but yeah, they do a good job regardless. But for my
and you
pickup,
live in a busier area than I do, so.
Oh, that's true. That is very, very true. Yeah, SoCal tends to be quite busy. But and I only go to one shop, so unfortunately I'm not jumping around shops like you are, kind of thing. But
I typically only go to one, but today I had a dentist appointment, so I was on the other side of town and decided to hit up a couple more shops on my way home.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it, bro. All right. Well, for my first pickup, I picked up Die 18. Now I was pulling this story, and I just hadn't had a chance to read it like many other books that I need to catch up on, but it just ended with issue 20 tonight, and they are actually going to be ordering me that issue. So I figured pick up the last couple of issues that I have missed in that run. So pick that up today. Went ahead and got Turbo Kid. This was the last one that they had on the wall, so I ended up snagging that. A lot of the indie books just sold out before I even get to them. So having that, like Human Remains, unfortunately didn't get that one, so they're ordering that one for me. But and they're just so popular right now. Got Inferno. This is number 1. Had to pick up the Peach Momoko variant. This is really cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, my LCS did not have the Peach Momoko, so I did not pick up any of them.
I told the LCS one time that I was looking for Wind Peach Momoko covers, and now anything that has Peach Momoko, they're like, oh, he wants that. So it's always
awesome.
Well, I ended up picking up the first cover of Thor. Went with the 50th anniversary Star Wars cover. Gotta love that. Heck yeah, Anakin and Obi-Wan.
I did not see that one.
Yeah, it's so cool, man. Just before their big old duel. Like, that's just such a cool cover. And then Star Wars Adventures. Pick that one up.
Oh, that's a nice cover too.
Oh, I know, you picked that one up, I think.
Yep.
I had to go with Spawn.
Awesome.
Loving these. Gosh, I was surprised. I just realized, I think I told you earlier, but I had heard people online talking about how some of the 300 books are starting to climb. And I just looked those up and like, holy crap. Like,
yeah.
This whole hype thing for Spawn is going crazy. Department of Truth. You know, I love tie-in, so I had to always pick this up. As well as the second B cover. This one is probably my favorite. Like, this is so cool. Yeah,
that's
filming
awesome
that
cover.
moon landing there. That is so cool. I might have to look for another one. Like, just having that graded would be kind of cool.
Oh yeah.
And then, of course, Something is Killing the Children. This I can't wait.
Nice.
Hopefully, getting the final origin of Erica's indoctrination into the Order of St. James, or the House of Slaughter, and went with the B cover as well. Awesome cover. And then, of course, you know, look, Peach Momoko. So I went with Amazing Spider-Man. I definitely was not planning on picking this up because I've just heard that this run is kind of a dumpster fire. But at least this from what I've heard on other reviews, and I have not read it, so I can't necessarily tell from my own experience. But this is the end of the creative team on this run, and there's going to be a new one starting with Amazing Spider-Man. So I heard there are some changes where they tried to retcon some things that have happened in the past, so I'll check it out and see how it is. Hopefully we get some good Spider-Man stories coming later, or at least I hear about them. And then also picked up Vader's Castle.
Nice. That first one, the Dawn of the Droids, dude, that was actually really good.
I'm still waiting for mine. They didn't have it yet, but still waiting. And then I picked up Unborn, #1.
I don't think I even saw that.
Yeah, it was just sitting on the shelf there and had a new tag on it. And I was like, oh, #1, I haven't seen this. I'll check this out. Plus, I had missed most of my indie books since they were all sold out, so I had to give it a shot. But yeah, that was my pickups from this week.
Awesome, dude.
Definitely, yeah. Hopefully, so I got to check to see which ones I'm going to be reviewing this week, but I'm actually kind of excited to check that out. Did you get all the books that you're going to be reviewing?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yep.
Heck yeah. Well, guys, I hope you guys definitely enjoyed some of the pickups that we were able to get today and showing you. Please let us know what you guys picked up this week. And with that, we'll go ahead, and we don't really have a lot going on today. We didn't really hear of any big news, but we figured we'd just go ahead and throw out a quick little chat for this Let's Chat after the showing of our books, and really talk about some Star Wars news. Because this last week we got Visions released, and I know I've been bugging you, Nick, to watch this. And you finally did. So what was your reactions, bro? How did you like it?
Dude, I loved it. I thought it was such a cool idea. I love the animation. And I've only watched the first episode so far. I just haven't had time to watch everything else. But I want to know more about this dude, but all of the episodes are self-contained, right?
They are. And sorry, just to let everyone know, we are speaking about the first episode. He was able to watch the first episode, The Duel, where we had the Wanderer that came through that town and basically clear out their Sith problem. So it was quite an amazing episode, like you said. The art is amazing, the tone and the music was just so well done. And I want to know more about the Wanderer. I mean, is he a Sith hunter? I mean, he says he's not a Jedi. but he uses a red blade and he collects Sith kyber crystals.
Yeah, and he doesn't just use one red blade.
No, he had
He
two.
uses two red blades.
Yeah, but it was really cool to see in this episode in particular how they use it as like a katana or a samurai sword kind of thing, and they actually sheath it, which was kind of interesting. So like you said, yes, these are self-contained, and they don't bleed into each other. There's so many of them, and my understanding is that each anime studio is able to basically have their free reign to basically make a story and do what they want to do with it. It's not connected by anything canon wise, and I've seen them all, and you definitely got to catch up because there's so many good ones in there. The Duel is amazing. Village Bride is definitely my favorite. It's just so beautifully done. The music, the art, the story, and I'll just throw another one out there. The Ninth Jedi was also very good. Just something you should definitely check out. I'm sure you're going to check them all out, but gosh, they're just so well done, and I want more of these, Disney.
Definitely totally. That first episode, like, I want it to continue. I want it to keep going. Like, I want that as a new Star Wars show.
It would be so cool to do it, and hopefully Disney really kind of hears that from the fans and the viewers out there. Like, hey, it doesn't have to be connected. Just do some cool Star Wars stories. Start new stuff.
Like that's what everybody wanted from Luke. Like that type of a story where he's just like this badass Jedi just traveling the stars, like wandering, learning new things, finding ancient Jedi temples, Sith temples, like everything. Like that's what we wanted as a fan base. We wanted to see this just gritty, like badass Jedi just going around and defeating all of these people that are terrorizing different cities on different planets and stuff. Like that's exactly what the fan base has wanted for so long, and I think that's why there was so much divisiveness around the sequel trilogy. It's just because we didn't get what we have been wanting, what we had gotten from a lot of the Legends novels and everything, because that's what a lot of that stuff is like the Legends novels.
And and I think it's a good thing that you bring that up, because Star Wars fans are very passionate and can be very, very mean at the same time. They get very, very protective of the Star Wars franchise, and it's understandable.
Keyboard warriors, dude.
Yeah, well, don't get me wrong. I mean, I know you're not necessarily a fan, but I'm not a fan of the newer movies. I mean, there was some good things about it, and we could debate about this later, but I mean, it just didn't feel right. We had Disney that came in and they really kind of slapped the fans and took away a lot of the legends and everything that's been drawn up forever and was an official canon storyline and world, and they just scrapped it. And then I felt that they thought they were Disney and they knew better. They were doing well with Marvel, and so they decided to do their own thing, and didn't heed any word from Lucas, didn't heed anything from the fans. They just thought they knew better, and that's what they came out with. Now, it's okay if some people like the new prequels. I'm sorry, the new sequels.
The sequels, yeah.
Sorry, not prequels. And that's totally cool. If you don't, I get it. I get it. But who knows? We'll see where they're going.
They have their merits, and like, to each their own. Like, there's people that can love it, there's people that can hate it. It doesn't really matter. But I think that's why The Mandalorian did so great, is because it is more gritty, it is more solemn. It is what we wanted from like a Luke story, just with a different character. And I think that's also what we're going to get from the creative team behind the Book of Boba Fett. Because like, we have trusted Dave Filoni with all of the TV show, Jon Favreau, even Kevin Feige. Like, we have trusted them with all of these stories, and they have done an amazing job. But because they didn't get pulled into the sequels, I think there was a big disconnect with what the fans actually wanted, because they pulled in creatives that are more about their own vision instead of providing the fans with what they want, what they envision, and putting their own spin on it. But yeah, I think going forward with like Mandalorian, the next season, and Book of Boba Fett, I think that's why we haven't heard too much in the way of all of those movies that they had announced a long time ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because they're laying low and letting all the TV shows do Star Wars justice.
That's true, and I think they're finally starting to become more aware of that. And I think, like what you said, what made the Mandalorian so good is that, one, they had people that are actually diehard fans that know the lore and know the story and know the characters, put their heart and soul into it. I mean, Filoni's been working on it forever. I mean, he even was, the one that came up with Ahsoka, and he's done so much for the world of Star Wars. And Favreau, on the other hand, too, also a huge Star Wars fan, and they brought that love together into Mandalorian. I think that's what was missing out of the new sequels. But I don't want to dive too much. But
look at the reveal of Grogu. Like, tell me you saw that coming. Like, no one, other than the people that read the leaks, but
you
maybe. But tell me that was something that you could have foreseen in the story. A species that made such a big impact in the Star Wars mythos, but only being one of the two that we know of in canon, and right. Then all of a sudden throwing in a brand new one. Like, the sequels didn't do anything like that. Everything that we saw in the sequels was kind of expected, and I think there's this whole mystery around the TV shows that are coming out.
Totally, it feels more Star Wars.
Absolutely, it's grittier. It's more about the feeling, the Force, everything. Like,
and I'm not so sure if even Lucas would have been keen on bringing Grogu in, since he was pretty set in not revealing anything about Yoda's species or Yaddle, species at that point, kind of thing. So who knows? I mean, Grogu is a great addition, and I know people have fallen in love with the character. I enjoy the character. I'm sitting right there. And I'd love to see where it goes from here on out. Hopefully we get some more story with Luke. I mean, he even showed up the Mandalorian. That was amazing. But before we get too far into this, actually, you brought up a good point. We also got news about the Book of Boba Fett. And that is officially coming out in December the 29th of this year. So it's just right around the corner. And we're going to have 2 Star Wars stories going on. I can't wait. You have any thoughts on Boba Fett? Like, he's now taking over Jabba's palace, and he's got Fennec at his side.
Yeah, I just want to see what his plans are. Like, is he going to become the next Boba Fett? Or not Boba Fett, Jabba? Is he going to become the next Jabba the Hutt and take over his empire? He's going to take over all of the Hutt space.
I wonder if I think he's theory time. I feel that Favreau and Filoni know enough of the lore that they may try and adapt the story where Boba ends up ruling over Mandalore again.
Yeah, but in the Mandalorian, he doesn't give off that vibe.
Yeah,
that he's this ruthless bounty hunter.
Because taking over a cartel, I mean, that might bring it out of you a little bit.
Sure, and it could, but just the way that he portrayed himself, the way his loyalty and all of that stuff, especially with his interactions with the Mandalorians, like, I don't know, it just didn't seem like he would have to take a pretty big turn in order to take on that the Boba Fett of Legends persona.
Well, maybe they're adapting it, and allowing the character to grow now with the way they're kind of guiding the story. I'm not saying he has to be like the nice bounty hunter, because obviously he's not. He just went in there and murked. What's his name?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh gosh, why am I a Bib Fortuna? You know, just right off the bat. Like,
Yeah, but Bib Fortuna had it coming.
I mean, sure, like Boba Fett will get down and dirty when he needs to, kind of thing. But
Sure.
I don't know.
No, absolutely, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm not opposed to them doing that storyline. I'm just saying that the way that he was portrayed in The Mandalorian was more of a good guy, kind of.
Yeah, in a sense, or he's got his morals that he sticks to.
Yeah.
And kind of thing.
Yeah, and I'm totally fine with that. I'm really looking forward to it, and I can definitely see all of the Boba Fett related comics spiking.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I know
because of all that speculation.
It's been kind of a lull, but
yeah,
I think with this
there's
coming
a lot
out,
of Dark Horse Boba Fett stories, and I know some of them were affordable, but I don't know with this latest announcement whether they're going to spike like the Boba Fett from the original Star Wars series is, or what.
I mean, what
some of those were already pretty high.
Star Wars 42, I think was his first appearance. Yeah.
Oh,
is it 42?
No, 42 is the other Mandalorian.
Oh, that's the one with just him on the kind of cover, I think, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it 90?
No.
98? Something like that. But yeah, like some of the early Dark Horse Boba Fett stories have already spiked, especially the Jango
42.
Fett ones.
It is 42. I knew it. It is 42. 68 is the other one.
Okay. Sure.
But yes, I can see that book climbing, and unfortunately I do not own it. So that one is definitely getting more and more out of reach. But who knows, hopefully I can find an okay copy to snag up before that happens in December, because like you said, it'll definitely probably start skyrocketing, because we're going to find out hopefully about like him getting out of the Sarlacc pit, how he did that, how he lost his armor, now he's taking over the cartel.
Oh, that's the one I was thinking of. Is it issue 98, the one where he gets out of the Sarlacc pit? It's got like Han Solo on the cover.
That I am not too sure. I would have to look that up,
because I think that one's spiking now too. But like the creatives behind these TV shows, they know the fans, they care about the fans. They're going to be reading these comics, they're going to be pulling little bits and pieces, kind of like they did with Tython in the last episode of The Mandalorian, where that was pulled from one of the old Dark Horse comics. So Jedi Force Storm, Force War, one of those. I think it was Force Storm. With the old Jedi.
Yeah. No, that was back. That's way back.
Oh, yeah.
That was back when the Sith and the Jedi were one.
Well, that's where Planet Tython comes from, is from that comic series. And I think they're going to be doing the same thing going forward with all of these shows. They're going to be pulling different little aspects of ancient history from the Dark Horse comics. They're going to be pulling little bits and pieces from the Dark Horse Boba Fett comics.
Yeah.
I can see a lot of those. Anything with Boba Fett in it is going to jump up a little bit, at least, if not a lot.
Oh, and it might reinvigorate all of the Star Wars craze again. And so all those books might be jumping, because the last time they all went skyrocketing. Everything Star Wars was hot.
Absolutely.
Like, so guys, if you're out there and you haven't picked up any Star Wars, get it now, because now is the lull, and it's starting to already kind of creep up there with this news. And like you said, Nick, some of these books are just going to be so hot, we're not going to be able to get them anymore. They're going to be out of reach.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think that should do it for this week's episode of Let's Chat. What do you say, Nick? You think we're all good and talked out for Star Wars at the moment?
I think so.
Oh, man, I am really looking forward to it regardless. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Again, if there are any books that you guys picked up, please leave us a comment down below and let us know what you picked up and what you're excited to read this week, because we'd love to talk to you about it. Thank you guys all for watching. We will see you guys later this week. Have a good one.
See ya.